Hey guys, let's get started with the NLP. As you know, NLP stands for Natural Language Processing. In this lecture, we are going to learn about introduction of NLP, components of NLP, applications of NLP, phases of NLP, and why NLP is difficult than other domains like computer vision and time series analysis. So first, we start the definition of NLP. So NLP is a subfield of artificial intelligence that allows machines to understand human language. NLP analyzes the grammatical structure of sentence as well as the specific meaning of words. Then they use the algorithm to extract the meaning and deliver the result. Its purpose is to create system that can understand language and perform tasks like topic modeling, translation, summarization, and other text classification tasks automatically. NLP, also known as a subfield of linguistics, computer science, and artificial intelligence, useful for deal with the textual data. NLP is an attempt to give AI an ability of understand, processing, and generating written and spoken data in similar way as human does. So basically, NLP deals with the textual data. It understands the human language, process it, and generate a written and spoken data. The next is components of NLP. There are mainly two components of NLP: natural language understanding, and second one is natural language generation. Natural language understanding helps machine in analyzing human language by extracting metadata such as concept, entity, keywords, emotion, relations, and semantics roles from text data. And second one is natural language generation. It acts as a translator or transforming computerized data into natural language represents. As you see in image, first by using the NLU, computer understand the human language, and then it will process and generate a data which is in a computerized format. So NLG convert that computerized data into human language or a natural language. There are many applications of NLP which includes sentiment analysis. For example, reviews. You have seen reviews on Amazon's every products in Amazon, in which we can see there are many positive reviews like a good reviews or a bad reviews. So we can accomplish this task by the sentiment analysis. Then chatbots and virtual assistants. As you know, there are a lot of chatbots available, virtual assistants like Alexa, Siri. Then we can do text classification, grammar checker. There is a one popular app called Grammarly that does same thing by using NLP. Then machine translation, which is nothing but a language translation. When, for example, English to Hindi, English to Spanish, English to German, German to English, German to Hindi, like that. Then we can do text summarization. Text summarization means if we have a book of 500 pages, then we need to summarize. We need to get only the summary of the entire books. That we can accomplish by the text summarization. Then auto spell correction, then text generation. This application is really popular nowadays. Text generation, we can do automatically blogs writings, articles writings, automatically generate emails. There are a lot of things we can do by the text generation. Then we can do a language modeling. Language modeling, nothing but predicting the next word, like a search engine. As we type on a Google, it will give a suggestion of related to that context that we have typed. That is a language modeling. And last but not the least, topic modeling. So these are some of the popular applications in NLP. After that, phases of NLP. This is the main part of NLP, in which first phase of NLP is morphological analysis, or we can also call it as a lexical analysis. So lexical analysis deals with the text at an individual word level. It looks for morphemes, the smallest unit of word. For example, irrationally can be broken into IR, which is a prefix, rational, root, and ly, which is a suffix. Lexical analysis find the relation between these morpheme and convert the word into its root form. Lexical analyzer also assign a possible part of speech to the word. It takes into a consideration the dictionary of language. For example, the word character can be used as a noun or as a verb. So basically lexical analysis is nothing but identify the root word, or we can say identify the word and meaning. The second one is syntactical analysis. Syntactical analysis is nothing but identify that sentence is syntactically correct or not. For example, here's syntactical analysis ensures that a given piece of text is correct structure. It tries to parse the sentence to check correct grammar at a sentence level. Given a possible part of speech generated from the previous steps, a syntax analyzer assigns POS tags based on the sentence structure. For example, correct sentence, sun rises in the east. The incorrect sentence, rise in sun the east. So this is a syntactical analysis. Third one is semantical analysis. Consider a sentence like a apple ate a banana. Although the sentence is syntactically correct, but it doesn't make a sense because apple can't eat. Semantical analysis looks for the meaning in the given sentence. It is also deals with the combining words into a phrases. For example, red apple provides the information regarding one object. Hence, we treat it as a single phrase. Similarly, we can group names referring to the same category, person, objects, or organization. Robert Hill refers the same person and not two separate names, Robert and Hill. So basically semantic analysis is nothing but sentence should have a semantic meanings or a logical meanings. Although sometimes sentence might be correct as a syntactically, but logically it doesn't have any meaning. So that we need to here figure out. After that, discourse analysis. Discourse analysis deals with the effect of previous sentence on the sentence that in consideration. In the text, Jack is bright student. He spends most of the time in the library. Here, discourse assign he refers to the Jack. It's also called as a co-reference resolution. So basically here what we do here, we just need to check that previous sentence and current sentence are connected or related to each other. So that is the meaning of discourse analysis. After that, pragmatic analysis. The final stage of NLP is pragmatic interprets the given text using information from the previous steps. Given a sentence, turn off the lights in order, or a request to switch off the lights. So basically in English language or many other language, some of the words has multiple meanings. So we need to identify the correct meaning based on the context. So that is a pragmatic analysis. Hope you understand all the phases of NLP. After that, we are going to discuss about why NLP is difficult. So NLP difficult because of ambiguity and vagueness exist in the language. Number of possible interpretation of a sentence will be a more, leading to difficulty in understanding the language. Let's hear the one example. I made her duck. Interpretations of this sentence is I cooked a duck for her. Here duck as a bird. Then second interpretation is I painted a duck she owns. So here we can say duck as a toy. Then third one is I cooked a duck which brought to her. So here we again consider duck as a bird. So you can see here there are three interpretation of one sentence, right? So this makes a vagueness or ambiguity in NLP, which makes it difficult. It is also obvious that if number of words are increased in the sentence, then more interpretations will arise, which leads to a more ambiguity and impreciseness in this sentence. It is called ambiguity explosive, right? For example, I made her duck at house. So as we add at house in the sentence, it generates the two more interpretations, like whose house, whether her or I. So these are the common difficulties: spelling mistakes, identifying the word used for noun, verb, adjective, adverb, etc. Then getting based word from its verb form, adjective form, noun form, like at the root form is it, precisely, then precise. So getting it is really difficult. Sentence boundary detection, lack of vocabulary knowledge according to the context, extracting important features from the corpus, removing frequency occurs word which have not provided much information or just for the sentence formation, like stop word. Then last, word sense disambiguation. For example, play cricket and play music. So here two meanings of play. So to identify that exact correct meaning according to the context, that makes NLP difficult. So here first is a lexical ambiguity. Lexical ambiguity exists the presence of two or more possible meaning of a sentence within the single word. For example, Mania is looking for a match. So here looking for a match means looking for a partner or looking for a cricket match or other sports match, right? The second example is I love blackberry. So blackberry means here we can consider fruit or a mobile. Last, in May may come home. So in May means month, May person or girl name, the May is modal auxiliary. This is called as a lexical ambiguity. The second one is syntactical or structural ambiguity. It exists in the presence of two or more possible meanings or interpretations within the sentence. For example, look at the dog with one eye. So here one interpretation is, am I close to one eye and look at the dog? And second interpretation, does the dog has one eye? Right. The second example is, I saw someone on the hill with a telescope. First interpretation is, did you use a telescope to see someone on the hill? And second interpretation is, did you see someone on the hill holding a telescope? Right. The third example is, the chicken is ready to eat. So live chicken is hungry, and second interpretation is, chicken is ready to serve. Right. So to identify the exact meaning is really difficult in that case. So it is called as a structural or syntactic ambiguity. Then referential ambiguity. It exists when you are referring to something using pronoun. Pronoun causing ambiguity when it is not clear which noun is referring to. Let's understand with the example. Kiran went to Sunita. She said, I am hungry. The confusion is she is used for Kiran or Sunita, right? So this is called the referential ambiguity. The second example is, John met Bill before he went to store. So confusion is he is used for John or Bill, right? So it is called the referential ambiguity. The next one is vagueness and imprecision. So it exists when it is difficult to form any interpretation at desired level of specificity. There is no precision boundary to interpret context more clearly. For example, we will meet soon. And the second example is, I was able to drive a car at my younger age. So here we do not have an exact time right? So it is called vagueness and imprecision. After that, we are using lot of abbreviation of a word while chatting or while tweeting, while commenting, right? This makes NLP even more difficult. The first example is there are many things that people do not know about SRK, right? So here we can use the many abbreviations like R, M and Y, that stand for many, that means that, PPL means people, do know means do not know, right? uh, Likewise, we have a second example is K, then bye, see you soon, TC and good night, which means K means okay, then means then, bye bye means bye, C means see, U means you, TC means take care, likewise good night. Okay, so this makes NLP even more difficult. Here we have some slangs like God means greatest of all time. For example, I don't care what people say, but MS Dhoni is a God, means greatest of all time. The second slang is lit, means super cool or on fire. Last night's party was lit, right? The third is gota, means have to. So for example, you gotta go now, right? So these are the slang words, also makes NLP difficult. Then we can use idioms or proverbs. There are numerous idioms and proverbs are available in English language, and it is very difficult to identify it in a paragraph for computer or a machine. For example, on cloud 9, which means extremely happy. I was on cloud 9 when I got the US visa, right? Second proverbs is threw in the towel, which means give up. After losing the queen, I was threw in the towel and resigned. Then last but not the least, neologism. New words are always invented in a language which are not available in a closed vocabulary. So this is create a problem in NLP. So for example, first one is staycation, means a holiday spent in one's home country rather than abroad. Second one is butterfingers, which means a person who frequently drops things. So for example, new words are always invented in a language, so identifying that word is also be difficult for the NLP. So this is it for the introduction of NLP. In the next lecture, we are going to learn about text processing techniques along with the implementation by using Python programming. Till then, stay tuned with us. Take care. Goodbye.